What's going on? We back. More C Sports Talk. We in the building. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. You can notice we tapered off a bit because we got a training camp opening up in a few weeks. So we're going to cover that big. Hopefully we can go to some of the public workouts. And the Pistons training summer league coming up in a bit as well. So it's definitely going to be a big stretch coming through the end of the summer into the fall. We know the fall we're going to get it cracking. I got some surprises coming. So hopefully, they all materialize and I finalize these surprises and I get straight to it. But also Michigan State football, we'll cover that as well. And so, we definitely going to expand the content a little bit more. But the name of this video is Where Stafford Can Get Better At. And we're going to double dip, drop a video right behind this one. Where Stafford Can Get Better At. And I must say, since Calvin left and Calvin and Sue has left, he has stepped up and became the leader that, we thought in the media, inside and local and major media thought we didn't have. Seriously, we didn't think we had a leader on this team. Remember, that was a big question. Do the Pistons have does the Lions have a leader? And Stafford answered that. And also he lost the weight. He became more mobile, and he became, like I said, more of a leader. Remember Stafford, man, all the criticism he's talking about winning above 500 game and winning beating an above 500 team, beating a playoff team and winning a playoff game. Remember when he got here, the Lions hadn't won a playoff game in like 10, 15 years. This is an on-16 roster, and he got injured 2 times behind that line and behind and other issues that he had. He's still risen and resilient and was able to bounce back. So mentally, he's already won here, man. Stafford was supposed to be like Joey Harrington in the West of the burnout quarterbacks we had, Mike McMahon, John Kitna, you name them, the ones that burned out. And he's already won, in my opinion. Got to a 3rd contract. Most guys don't happen like that for him. A guy that came on the all-16 team was injured time and time again, and people forget Peyton Manning. Who legitimately just popped up on my screen on ESPN after turning off Netflix. Peyton Manning was a guy that couldn't get over the hump. Was the Dolphins, the Jaguar, he kept losing in the 1st or 2nd round. And it was if it was Vanderjagt questioning him as a quarterback, then missing the kick, if it was the defense in Pittsburgh coming back, whatever it was, he overcame it and he finally broke through, and there was no more questions to be asked about Peyton Manning. Was it the Patriots, the Jaguar, whatever it was no more questions to be answered. So all this backstory for Stafford is making for a fairy tale ending, hopefully. As my dog lay here like he tired. We just got done playing Frisbee and working out. So he tired if you hear him breathing and growling in the background. But where he can improve at, one place I like to see him improve at, and it's a few places that he can improve at. And one of the places he can improve at is the deep ball still. He getting more touch on his deep ball, more air under, but it's still like a rocket. I think I know Stafford has the biggest arm in the NFL. And a lot of times he throws a bullet 60 yards, 60, 70 yards. He throws a straight bullet, no air up under it. That's how strong his arm is. And he needs to continue to work on that deep ball accuracy. It's not even the accuracy, he just throws it hard. And overall, just, changing up his speeds of how he throw the ball. And he's getting better. He's changing the trajectory of the ball. Now he's floating it over defender's hand instead of buzzing it straight through. He's getting some air in there. I still think he needs to continue to work on his touch passes, and stuff of that nature. Continue to learn how to read defenses. Control the game at the line. Call the audibles out. Call blitzes out. He's doing that. He's getting better. All these things that I'm asking him to do as far as the audibles and being more creative and checking the plays at the line are what mature and elite quarterbacks do. He needs to control the game at the line, and I think Jim Bob Cooter needs to give him the free reign to do that. And he does a little bit. Let him check out of a play and stuff of that nature. And I think that's the next maturation as far as the mental game for him. When he's able to dice up defenses and control the game at the line on a consistent level and continue to do it and check into run plays like Peyton and Tom Brady and Drew Brees do, then I think it's going to be, he's going to be unstoppable, man. He's going to be real unstoppable once that happens. The mental game is going to be crazy for him with the years that go by now. It's just after his athletic ability drop off or whatever it may be, once that mental kick in, he gonna be able to control the game from the line. He gonna be able to be in full control. full control, and obviously beating upper echelon teams. You know, that got to be one of the improvements that he do. He has to play better in bigger games. You know, and a lot of that's a tribute to the coaching. You know, seriously, a lot of that contributes to not having a running game and not being able to, and not even just a running game, though. Situational run game. You feel what I'm saying? Situational run game. What I mean by situational run game, if we up by 10, 15 points going into from the third to the fourth, being able to run the ball and run the clock out and eat the clock up instead of start throwing the ball going 3 and out and keep the clock rolling. Third and short, fourth and short, you know, red zone, goal line, running situations. That's what I mean when I say running situations. You know, they have to improve that for him to improve in red zone efficiency, to continue to have drives going, continue to go longer and more consistent instead of going 3 and out and just taking the big chunk plays for drives, and also to stop so many field goals. How many times we seen the Lions on 3rd and short or 4th and short or 3rd and goal or 4th and goal not get in because they couldn't run the ball? And you could say, oh, he needs to improve in the red zone. How many times we seen, you know, Fails drop a ball or Ebron drop a ball? See, a lot of things around him are failing him, but he has to rise above that. You know, he has to rise above that. Because everything else that's in his control, he improved it. From losing the weight to becoming more mobile, to putting more touch passes and more air in this ball, which he still can improve at. You know, being more accurate, making better decisions, being more of a game manager, less of a gunslinger, cutting the turnovers down, being more durable. He's done it, but now it's continue to read the defenses and be better at the line of scrimmage and the other things we talked about. It's Motor City Sports Talk. We're gonna hop into the next video. Bless all, and we gone.